Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's George Truly, Kevin Key, Kevin Key Speaks. And what am I going to talk about today? How about winning the championship? You know, it's interesting when we talk about championships because everybody gets excited, especially when their favorite team is in the championship. And if they win, oh boy, it's just time for celebration. It's time for excitement. We're going to buy t-shirts. We're going to get paraphernalia. It's just a really big deal, right? But let's talk about the road to the championship because that was paved with two-a-days, which if you all don't know what two-a-days are, that's when you go out in the summertime and you just work twice a day, right? In the hot sun, especially if it's football, you're outside and it's not fun. But you do it because you're expecting that when you're in those tough games, when you need a little bit more go, you can pull from the energy and the work that you put in the two-a-days. So the idea is you work twice as hard so that when you're actually in battle, you have more to pull from. Now, that sounds pretty simple on the outside of it, right? You do your two-a-days, you work hard, you get to the championship. But most times it's not that simple, right? I got a question for you all. Let's say I told you that you were guaranteed to win the championship, right? And you had to, let's say, play 50 games. So 50 games, you're guaranteed to win the championship. Sounds pretty simple. All right, no problem. I play 50 games, win the championship. Love it. Who doesn't want to win? Now, what if I told you that of those 50 games, you had to lose 20? And when I say lose, I mean agonizing, soul-crushing, just blowouts, like televised. Everybody sees it. You make more mistakes than you've ever made before. You fumbled more. You did, threw all kinds of crazy balls. You looked funny. You failed. You did, whatever it needs to be, it was bad in those 20 days. Those 20 games. Are you still willing to play those 20 games that are the worst of your life, knowing that 30 of them are going to be amazing? And if you play all 50, you're guaranteed to win the championship. That's a really interesting question because I think that's what we're looking at in life. If we go through this whole game of life and we play all the games, we ride out all the years, then we're guaranteed to win in the end if we don't quit. But life has a tendency of throwing out some of these 20 games, and we don't know the order of them. The question comes, when you're in one of these agonizing, soul-crushing defeats, what do you do? Do you keep playing, knowing that you have more games ahead? Or do you just tap out and say, that's it, it's not good enough, I can't deal with another one of these? So I'm challenging you all today, if you're dealing with one of these 20 soul-crushing, agonizing defeats in this moment, just know that 30 of them are your best. And overall, you play all 50, you're guaranteed to win. This reminds me of when I had to go to Los Angeles and I decided to move to learn more about filmmaking and all of those type of things. And I felt that I was being called to take this old shuttle bus. It was a 1990 Ford. It was like really a shuttle bus. And I didn't even have a dipstick for it. But by faith, I got in this vehicle, changed the oil, and said, well, at least the oil has changed. I know there's oil in it, and got on the road. Now, about, say, 13 miles outside of Little Rock, Arkansas, I hear this loud boom. Engine is still running, but no power. Pull over, look under, and the drive shaft, which is the device that transfers power from the transmission to the rear wheels, had fallen off. So literally, there's the transmission turning, and then there's the back wheels, but nothing between the two to connect it. What do? I ended up calling AAA, and it was interesting that a friend of mine told me, you need a Bubba. And that was Matthew. Matthew told me I needed a Bubba. And so this country guy shows up in camouflage, and he says, well, I'm going to tow you to this place that maybe they can fix it in the morning. So now I have everything telling me that I went the wrong way. I missed it. I should have never got in this van, and I should have never got on the road. That morning, they said they can't fix it. So I said, man, okay, more confirmation. I shouldn't have gone. I shouldn't have done it. I missed it. What am I thinking? And the guy says, let me take you down the road a little further. And I think there's a shop there that can fix it. So I said, okay. He tows me down the road. And come to find out, it is the number one, And come to find out, it is the number one manufacturer for drive shafts in the country. They took my old drive shaft and they made me another one on the spot. Now, I pulled in that Friday morning, and by Friday evening, I was back on the road and headed in my direction. Headed in the direction I was going, I mean to say. Now, here's the question. After getting that drive shaft fixed, I had a choice to make. I can turn around and use all of this as a sign to say, you missed it and you shouldn't continue, or I can keep going and just believe that what I heard was right and I'm going to be okay. So I decided to try that faith a little bit further, because if I can go and the number one manufacturer for what I needed was on my path, what else was on the path? Now, how am I saying this? What am I saying? What am I saying, people? I'm saying that I suffered some of those agonizing defeats on the road, but there was another 30 that were victories. And the only way you're going to see those victories is if you push through the defeats. It's great to have a perfect season, but people truly talk about the teams that have a Cinderella moment, the one that everybody counted you out, the one that they said you can't make it, the one that they said that you'll never be anything, the one that they said that, you might as well not even try. Those are the moments of those 20 agonizing defeats. And they're tough. I understand. I get it. It's hard. But if you stay in there, I guarantee you the 30 that you're going to win are going to far outpace the 20. And it's going to be the greatest moment ever. And there are people that are watching you, and those people are going to see you succeed, and you're going to give them wings to go on and do the exact same thing. This is yours truly, Kevin Key Speaks. And once again, you've got this. And I will see you on the next one. Keep doing the hard thing, people, and you're going to be exactly where you want to be. Be sure to check out kevinkeyspeaks.com for more information, all the links and everything else. See you next time.